Hello everybody and welcome back to the weekly sneaker release show by Sneaker Huddle. I'm John Dunlap. In today's segment, we'll discuss upcoming sneaker releases. Ones will be hype releases and some will not. Some will sit on shelves and some will go on sale. For the releases that sell out, we will give an estimated resale prediction. As always, you can find the release details such as links and raffles on our Twitter account at Sneaker Huddle, which you can find the link down below in the video description. Now, first up on the list for May the 20th is the Nike Adapt Auto Max Infrared colorway. Retail for this pair has been set at $400 US. The Auto Lace sneaker comes in a light gray mesh upper with a tightening band and a darker shade of gray on the swooshes and a scribble finish midsole. But the highlight of the entire sneaker is that vibrant infrared airsole that extends to the heel for maximum cushioning. Now, a lot of people want to know how good is the Nike Adapt Auto Max, and luckily for you guys out there, we have made a very in-depth and very good review in my opinion on this sneaker, which you can find the link to that in the top right hand corner. Now, these sneakers will definitely sell out. People are super excited for the tech that's equipped within the sneaker. A lot of people took L's on the initial motherboard colorway, that yellow colorway. Comment down below, what do you like better, the infrared or the OG yellow colorway? I think I prefer the motherboard, the yellow colorway over this infrared, which is kind of weird because I don't really care too much for yellow sneakers, but for some reason for this Adapt series, that yellow looks really good, especially with the LED lights that come equipped on the sneaker. Now, when it comes to estimated resale prediction, you can expect these to go anywhere from $500 to $600, and they will be hit or miss with sizes, which if you do go to StockX and you do take a look at the OG infrared colorway, some sizes are selling for $500, some are around $480, and then you might have one size that pops off for $600, but definitely the best sizes to go for will be sizes 10 and up. The Air Jordan 4 metallic pack to release on May the 20th, also at select retailers and Nike.com. Retail for the pair has been set at $190 US. Come with metallic accents that are inspired by the legendary Air Jordan 1 metallic pack from 1985. The set is rumored to drop as a region exclusive, with the United States receiving the initial purple metallic colorway, but no official word yet on the other three colorways, but more details will come soon. Now, these sneakers will definitely sell out, guys, so when it comes to resale, you can expect them to be anywhere from $200 to $225, but definitely do not sleep on this colorway. These things could definitely increase in value over time, and I think a very similar scenario is the Black Cat 4s. If you do pull up the Black Cat 4s on StockX, they were typically the same scenario. Around the release, they were going for $200 to $225, and now you fast forward, they're going for around $300 to $325. So these sneakers, and even the fact that they are a region exclusive, everybody wants to collect all four colorways, these will go up in value over time. Not significantly, but a little bit. I would expect estimated resale around drop day to be around $200 to $225 and increasing slowly over time. Now, on May 21st, we have the Nike FOAMPOSITE OKC. Now, this is a good looking FOAMPOSITE, don't get me wrong, but if you would really like this sneaker, I do think that you can get it for below retail. I would recommend you to wait for the sneaker to go on sale because I don't think the demand for the sneaker is too high. The Nike Dunk Low Brazil to release on May the 21st at select retailers and Nike.com. Retail for the pair has been set at $100 US. The Nike Dunk, one of the hottest shoes of 2020, brings back the forgotten release nearly 20 years ago, the OG release of the Nike Brazil, initially releasing as the Team Tones pack. Now, once again, guys, these sneakers will also sell out, and you can expect estimated resale anywhere from $225 to $275. Now, when you do pull up a similar sneaker, I would say pull the most recent Syracuse 2020 Nike Dunk, and you can see that those around release were going for like $225 to $250, and now I think they're all the way over $300. So definitely, guys, I would expect these to around drop day, once people get their pairs, you know, $225, $250, $275, somewhere in there. And then over time, guys, Nike Dunks, they have been a massive trend in 2020, so these will definitely increase in value. Also on May 21st, we have the Kyrie 6 USA. Now, don't get me wrong, a very good looking Kyrie 6, and when it comes to the Kyrie 6 model, the best performance basketball sneaker on the market by a long shot. But Kyrie 6s, they're going on sale Kyrie 6 after Kyrie 6. There hasn't really been a really strong Kyrie 6 colorway. You know, I'm really waiting for Kyrie to throw some heat at us this year in 2020 because he really brought the heat on us 2 years prior with the Lucky Charms, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the Kicks, the cereal pack, and then after that he had something. What did he had? He had the SpongeBob pack for the Kyrie 5s. Those were two back-to-back classic silhouettes for, you know, the Kyrie 4, the Kyrie 5. I'm waiting on that classic Kyrie 6. Now, May 22nd, we have a general release day. I would highly recommend to wait on both of these sneakers to go on sale, and that is the PG4 BRED. Good looking sneaker. I haven't tested out the PG4, so I can't really, you know, share too much insight on how good or bad I think the sneaker is. And then the other sneakers that are going to be dropping are the NIKE KYRIE in, I believe, a red, a navy, and a green. I could get that wrong, but they are releasing in 3 brand new colorways. Once again, I would wait for those sneakers to go on sale. The Adidas Yeezy 700 MNVN Triple Black is scheduled to drop for $220 US on May the 23rd. Finally, with the conclusion of the last dance last night with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, Adidas and Yeezy, Kanye West have decided to poke their heads out of the water and, you know, come back to the sneaker world. Maybe they got caught up in the documentary just like we all did. But this 700 MNVN, it is not it. I don't really understand why anyone would go crazy over this. It's just an all black 700, but these 700 MNVNs, they have had a little bit of hype behind them for hype beast, so I would expect there to be resale. I would expect these to sell anywhere from $350 to $400, and all sizes have done really well in this silhouette. And it's also worth noting that these have been extremely difficult to cop, which has kind of driven that resale value. Perhaps the sneaker of the year, the Ben & Jerry's Nike SB Dunk Low Chunky Dunky to hit skate shops on May the 23rd. Then expect the week after for them to drop exclusively on the Nike Sneakers app on the 26th. The pair comes equipped with cow fur exteriors with mismatched patterns, a Nike swoosh with melted edges, and a sock liner insole that comes equipped with a rainbow tie-dye pattern. Now, 2020 has been a year for Nike Dunks, with the best pairs arguably, in my opinion, the Strangelove, Travis Scott, and right behind this would be the Ben & Jerry's, but you can rank them however you like. That's just my personal rankings in that order. But guys, these are going to be nearly impossible to cop. So with that being said, you could expect the estimated resale prediction for these sneakers to be around $1,000. But, and this is a but, if they get to $300 to $400 or maybe even $500, they may be a really good pickup or investment to buy these off StockX or go to hold them for, you know, 6 months, because, you know, the Strangeloves, they got all the way down to like $400 or maybe like $350 around drop day, and they are $1,000 a couple months later. So these chunky dunkies, they could be a good investment, and that's to be determined. I will keep you guys updated on this. More specifically for the Ben & Jerry's Nike SB Dunk Low Chunky Dunky, what we want to concentrate on is how to cop these sneakers. That's going to be the key. We don't really care too much about a resale prediction right now. We'll see what resale is. We know it's going to be absolutely crazy. What we're going to talk about in Wednesday's video is how to cop these sneakers. They are going to be extremely difficult to cop, but we're going to try to put all the information that's out there in one video for you guys. So be sure to come back to the channel to check that video out if you would really like to cop the Ben & Jerry's Nike SB Dunk Low Chunky Dunky. Now, yesterday I did post on Twitter. I gave you guys the opportunity to vote on the sneaker of the week, and a landslide, of course, it was the Ben & Jerry's Nike SB Dunk Low Chunky Dunky. And I also gave you guys the opportunity to ask your questions, and we're going to get into those questions right now. First question from Jerv: how does buying from skate shops work? Is it just in store? Do they sell online? Is it pointless to try to cop from skate shops? Now, this is a very, very good question. When it comes to an in-store raffle for a skate shop, that is most likely how they're going to release these pairs. They will not do first come, first serve, because that could get pretty hectic and also dangerous, especially for, you know, a Ben & Jerry's release like this, when you're looking at resale being, you know, I'd say $1,000. But if it does get below $1,000, we can talk about a potential investment, because I do think that they will get to that $1,000 threshold, just like the Strangelove and just like the Travis Scott. But anyways, getting back into your question, it's nearly impossible to win a raffle if you have not been, you know, in business with a skate shop, because I highly doubt, honestly, this is just me being honest to each and every one of you, that they are doing these raffles, you know, fairly. And what I mean by that is if you go and enter the raffle, you have the same odds as one of their buddies that spent $1,000 on decks and stuff with them throughout the last couple years. So if you do go into the shop, I would highly recommend to, you know, maybe pick up a hoodie, you know, start a conversation, you know, be really nice to the guys. That's pretty much, I don't know how else to answer the question, but that's just the honest way to answer the question. I think that these raffles for skate shops, it's pretty slim to none to win, honestly. The last question in today's video comes from John, hold or sell Alva 700 V3. Now what I'm gonna tell you pertains to all Yeezys, and it's just a rule that I keep for myself. Once a sneaker gets to around 400 or 450, that's when I look to sell that Yeezy, because once Yeezys get to, you know, definitely once they get to 500, if they ever get to 500, they're gonna restock that silhouette. Because that's the bad thing about investing or holding Adidas or Yeezy sneakers, is that they will always throw a restock, because they have to do it in order to keep numbers competitive, because they have a hard time moving sneakers because their silhouettes just aren't too desirable. You know, they don't have a Nike Air Force One, and they don't have Jordan 1 mids and, you know, Jordan 1 lows, you know, with the Jumpman on them. They don't have all those good, you know, Air Max silhouettes, so they have to, you know, push a lot of Yeezys and throw Yeezys on top of Yeezys on top of Yeezys on top of Yeezys. You get the point of it. They have to restock OG silhouettes so they can keep their revenue up. So once a sneaker, to answer your question, very sorry on my little rant there. To answer your question, once a Yeezy gets to 400 and definitely around that 450 point, you know, just go ahead and try to flip it, because most likely Adidas is gonna throw a restock very soon. So guys, that's all for today's video. If you haven't, please do subscribe to the channel to stay 100% up to date on all hype sneaker releases here at Sneaker Huddle. And if you see a video here that you would like to watch, I'll see you guys there in just a little bit. Be sure to check out that review in the top right hand corner, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that Sneaker Huddle logo. God bless and have a great day.